Hello, this is Melak and welcome to episode 37 of Tactical Breach Wizards. We're getting really close to the end. You know, we've just done an anxiety dream and we're going to move on and we've got 3 more missions. Kind of weird. Weird to think that we're actually getting close. The medal the next day. Well, we took back the capital, but we've still got to deal with, we've still got to deal with shit. I am loving this building made of boxes. I'm loving how tactical it is. Although the circles with mugs and pot plants in them around it, I'm not sure what they represent. I'm sure that it'll all be explained. I'm liking Ryan's new hippie outfit. But also with the gun and the umbrella, really obvious gun. Anyway, friends, excuse me if I'm buzzing, but every Medallion kid dreams of sitting at the stone table someday. I dreamt of goring rabbits. All his comments make more sense now we knew how he grew up. It's just so good. All the same, please use coasters. All right, let's talk counter heist. We've let Reactor believe that we have secret tunnel leading into the mines, so they'll send Bori down there to block them off. Assuming that play works, we still have 3 major problems left to solve. Which do we want to tackle first? Bori's not going to light up that manor vein just because we asked. I've got some thoughts, but you all know him better than me, so I'll put it to you first. I could just put a gun to his head. His mask is surprisingly tough. I don't think the threat of one shot is going to make him compliant. So we beat him down first. Steady on. Bori's alright. Anyway, it's a slim needle to thread. Weak enough to fear death, but sharp enough to cast fireworks. I'm also not wild about using pain and fear to control people. You know, if we can avoid it. It's not unworkable, but I don't love it for plan A. I love this one. I could just stand near what you want him to burn. Could that work? Is there splash on his spell? A little. But Dahl, his fire's worse than it sounds. Your armor won't help. You'd pass out in seconds. I think Dahl cares about passing out. It's a fair point. We shouldn't throw our only armor at one thing it's weak to. Didn't hear any other volunteers. I mean, if you want him to burn someone we don't like, I go canine, he goes feral. Explain? My bite's worse than my bark. Makes everyone see red. If I turn him rabid, he'll torch his own mum if he gets too close. Interesting. But tactically, we have a lot more control over our own positioning than the enemies. Not necessarily. Falling into a death's door was educational. Did some experiments. Let's just say I can move anyone we like to anywhere I can put a door. And you can put those into any wall, as long as I have a clear shot. Well, that makes putting a target in front of the vein significantly easier. This actually sounds workable. I want to grill you both on the nitty-gritty of those powers later, but I'm ready to call that a plan. We send Banks and Ryan down to the mines. I don't need a lot of persuading to put a necromancer in the same room as the one guy we absolutely need alive. I just love the fact that we're getting all of the winter sparkles from Jen's outfit. It's like all over the table. It's so good. What's next? Let's figure out what to do about Liv. You know better than anyone. What's our best shot? All of us at once. It's the only thing we haven't tried. I'm open to that. We have to torch the manor first. Won't work. The minute she gets word of any of us on site, she'll be there to handle it personally. He's not wrong. She doesn't trust reactor grunts to handle anyone with craft. Well, I can't sign any version of this where torching manor depends on beating Kennedy first. With the greatest respect, your history with her doesn't convince me you can win that fight. That's fair, honestly. I don't want to do Ryan to do too much stuff. That's a good question. Do any of yours have any relevant craft moss? We got a fireball guy. She'll dodge it. Case has skin like a tank. She'll blow past them. Myla can speak to cats. Situational at best. Baz can freeze time. Oh, hello. That's kind of a bit of a cross between Banks and Jen. Sorry, voice things. For everyone. What does that mean? Him too. Such a useless. So we can't do anything when time is frozen? Right. So in what sense is time frozen? I've been meaning to circle back on that. Alright. Well, a fascinating chat with Baz to had there at some point. But he's not sounding like the live-killing hyper-wizard we're after. Would it be fair to summarize the rest of your list in terms of the original question as no? Not unfair. What about rank and file? Sheer numbers. Non-starter. Like dropping pups in a wood chipper. Sure, there's a theoretical tonnage of bones that might eventually jam it, but we're definitely looking for a force depletion estimate that doesn't involve the phrase theoretical tonnage of bones. I mean, it's true. Like, Liv can't possibly kill an infinite number of people before getting weighed down. but I suspect that number is, yes, tonnage of bones. Oh my goodness. What about a distraction? You said she'll run to any of us when we show up. What if we start with a decoy? The problem with a chronomancer is nothing distracts her for long. You're right. What does that mean? Vesker. She's got a block on you. She should have killed you 10 times over by now, but she keeps stopping short. We've got history. I think that rope runs out real fast if I get in her invasion gears. Are you Vexer, mate? She talks like she's got something left to prove to you, fuck knows what. But if you push her buttons, drum up a Barney. Barney, drum up a Barney. Oh, I like that. Drum up a Barney. She ain't leaving that pissing match to handle us randos. She's in it till she bodies you. Villains do love speeches. For fuck's sake, is that really our strategy? He's actually onto something. Conversation's the only thing we can't do instantly. She can't do instantly. No one can do it instantly. Can't win an argument without waiting for a reply. And I've still got blink charms left. The rest of us could blink in to back you up as soon as the man is torched. That's a yes from our two live experts. And it doesn't jeopardize the burn, so it's a yes from me. Dan, let's put you on the roof. Furthest thing from the mines. Once she shows up, keep her talking. Keep your pulse. And everyone else will blink in when they're done their jobs. You've got a chopper? Not that we can use for this. Can't you blink up there? Not without a friendly to blink to. But you can use my broom. Can I? I mean, like, physically, can I? We'll make it work. Talk to me later. Ah. Because there are ways of making things work for other people, just like Zan made like a vessel that could give other people that kind of foresight that he has. Hence the reason why we can do foreseeing on every battle regardless of whether Zan's involved in it. They kind of smoothed over how everyone else can do it without Jan or Zen being involved. But we'll... whatever. But yeah, interesting. Okay. More snow particles. They've changed direction as well, I approve. You guys figure the rest out and tell me on the day. I'm going to bed. She does look a little bit bored. I think they all have varying degrees of boredom. Okay. How do we burn the mana stockpile in the vault? So the stockpile's in the vault, right? Above the mines. It's 300,000 kilos of triple density refined mana, enough to make a global superpower with reactors tech. If we win the war, beat Liv, and burn the mana vein, we can eventually destroy it ourselves. But given the stakes, we don't want the fate of the world riding on that string of long shots all landing. We've got a guy who can burn it in the building. Let's get it burned. I think I should have done this in the other order. Well, I like how the fact that now we've got labels on things. I'm definitely in approval of some of these things. Anyway. Can we get the stockpile down to the mines? Not through the corridors, logistically. But if we blow out the floor? Interesting. It's not well supported. It's built over an old shaft, but the floor itself is selenite. I've got no portable munitions that can punch through that. How thick is not thick? Less than half a meter. Jen? Oh, you want to try a roof breach? Elaborate. The breach spell we use on doors. The right reagents, there's no reason I can't inscribe a bigger version of it on a roof or a floor, and then punch the whole thing out. What would you need? I love the specific list here. How much brimstone, stranglethorn, and snake blood do you have on hand? Our Arcanist gets in tomorrow. I'll text her your requirements. It's gonna take like a fat adult python's worth of snake blood. She'll have the snake blood. I like that how a measurement. A fat adult python's worth of snake blood. Not like a fat adult any other snake. Not a thin adult python. Not a fat child. Specifically, that is a measurement. I'm curious as to whether or not she has measurements for other amounts of snake blood. Like for example, is a thin adult python, is there a set amount of snake blood that is? Is it like half as much as a fat adult python's worth? A third? 2/3? You know what I mean? Like, I'm curious as to whether or not, or is it always fat adult pythons? That's the only way we can feasibly measure quantities of snake blood. Forget milliliters, forget fluid ounces, forget, you know, kilograms at room temperature at sea level in a normal pressure environment. Just, no, it's all fat adult pythons. That's all it is. Anyway, I've probably rambled on about snake blood for too long. Anyway, I probably need some backup. Right, tactical priorities. I'll need to get around the room fast to scribe the glyphs, and I can't afford to focus on combat. Mobility support and raw damage. Dal? I'm in. Nice. For a heist planning meeting, we really breezed past how we get into the vault. We're expecting the reactor to lock down the mana vault pretty tight, but they've never bothered with the gold vault. They're not short of cash. But they don't know the two are connected. It's not on the blueprints. That's you're in. Alright, I think I can take it from there. Done. Jen and Dahl sneak into the vault and blow the floor out. The mines team can take it from there. Whoa, this sounds dangerously like a vague plan. Like how Banks is now actually asleep. Ryan's just kind of like, I'm awake, but I'm really not taking this seriously. I've had pizza. I'm kind of in a good place right now. Dahl is like pretending. I suspect Dahl's only upright because of the armor. Wow, there's a lot of energy drinks going on here. Damn it, Zan. Dual-wielding energy drinks. This cannot be good for you, dude. Especially at your age. Anyway. It does look like we do have choices for things. Like, what were the options for the mana vein again? I want to talk about other options for the... We can definitely... There are other options, and I bet it's ways of subtly guiding who you get for each encounter, I assume. It might just be giving the illusion of choice. I don't know. Anyway. You know, this actually might be a plan. I'm as surprised as you are. Let's sleep on it before we get too excited. We might have just talked long and lost our minds. Oh, no, she's awake. At last. Oh, we've got some level ups. Oh, we got a whole set of level ups. Hang on a second. I think it's just leveled us up to maximum. I think that's all it's done. Okay, so, Zan. How many points do you have to spend? I don't even know. I don't even know. 1. It says, literally says, come on, Malek, get your shit together. So, I don't really use predictive shot very much, but perhaps that's my own fault. Oh, I see. So, yeah, once per turn when a teammate uses their standard attack, take a free shot on that target. No limit on how many times. I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, let's do that. Jen, what do you want to... Chain Bolt's good, but it requires energy. So perhaps the Static Blast needs to be upgraded a little bit. Storm Grenade. Zappy on the middle one. But I like the fact that it refreshes. It actually can be used as a buff. That's pretty cool. Strong finish, big knockback at the end. I mean, the Gale Grenades are pretty good. Having second wind is actually very tactical. Gonna have it. Come on, Dessa. We just call her Banks. I have to admit, everyone just calls her Banks, and I've started doing it now. I do like her cool hoodie, though. It's... If I was going clubbing, it might be the sort of thing I'd wear. Like, not that I ever really go out clubbing, but it's like, you've got to stand out, and you want excuses in life to wearing crazy outfits. Do you know what I mean? I think it's nice to be able to intentionally go out and be like, I'm not trying to dress sensibly. I'm not trying to dress in a way that's inconspicuous or sensible or won't attract attention. No, I want to dress so that I'm intentionally standing out. It's a nice hoodie. I like it. I don't think it would suit me, but let's go for it. Anyway, so, 1 perk point. Sedative Cocktail, 1 Unsteady. So they can be knocked around like anything. Deathstalk and Intercept. Oh yeah, it slurps people in. That might actually... Oh, that's the thing that that she's going to be able to use. Create a portal beneath anyone to send them tumbling out of an existing death's door, so you can teleport people around. Very useful. If the protectee is an enemy, or the victim is an ally, use is refunded when it happens. If the victim is an enemy, they gain 1 Unsteady when the link is created. Okay, so that's like a minor debuff for knocking back when we do transfer. That's a very limited use of stuff, though. I think the Sedative Cocktail stuff, that making them extra knockback, I think that's good. Dahl, what do we want to upgrade you with? Oh yeah, optionally pass through targets to get behind them. The Sensor Slam is not something I've used that much. The swap is so fucking good. Swapping with objects, I kept thinking that I could do that. Because I, at one point, did have the ability. And I think tactically it would be useful. Though the friendly refund... If used on a teammate, the mana cost is refunded. Yeah, you know what? That's very tactical. And finally, Ryan, with your weird hippie outfit. Oh yeah, that was the one where you could move yourself around. Spore bombs, extra knockback. Knockback is always useful. Right, let's do it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's do it. This isn't even the final battle, but it's kind of like the final... yeah. It's not even the penultimate battle. Oh, look. Cross-section. I like it. Oh, I see the circles are towers. That's good. Whee! Interesting. Do we actually get to click? No, we just get to play. It's going to play out. One assumes the roof will play out first. No, the vault's gonna play out. Drop the stash. It's like, squish that cat. Is that still a meme? Is that still a valid meme? I don't know. Gold vault. This should be an easy one. Just have to make sure no one hits an alarm. The intel didn't make it look like easy. Oh, don't sweat it. I'll get you there. Oh boy, I mean, there's some defendy people. So what have we got? 10 slam damage with one charge, finished by the end of 3. So Gen's always about efficiency, like get it done quick. Don't let anyone sound the alarm. Well, hopefully that nobody in this room decides to sound the alarm when people in this room start getting electrocuted. Because that guy's getting electrocuted. There's a lot of money in here. Let's zoom in a bit. Oh yeah, I'm liking... Well, some evidence in a box. I mean, that's a whole thing, I guess. Bars of gold. Maybe bars of gold? Yeah, looks like bars of gold. Bars of gold. Another vault, apparently. Bars of gold. Yeah, it's definitely a gold vault. I'm seeing a lot of gold. So we ultimately have to get through to there. Because that's, I'm guessing, the back way through into the mana vault. Okay. Why does every pile of cash, except that one, have an evidence box on it? Who knows? There's no redeploy. There's no redeploy, other than just simply picking someone different to go in. Let's just do it. So, those two guys are going to head toward the thing. This is destroying cover, blah blah blah. We can avoid that. I see. I'm glad that there's evidence, because then that is actually, you know, useful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move Jen to here. Chain bolt. Well, I could just static blast that guy into the electrical thing. That would be funny. If Dahl goes to here, grabs the intel, and then just does a charge attack. Now she just charges back, because that's what she can do. And I just get Jen to grab the intel. And fucking move. No, that's actually still in range. Okay. I could throw the riot block to the laptop. Is the laptop it opens security doors? It doesn't look like there's an obvious way to deactivate the heavy turrets. Oh no, I didn't actually, yeah, I didn't do the swap with objects, did I? I did the swap with friendly gets refunded. Which is not a terrible thing, I just... you can only spend so many points. Man, this is alright, this is alright. We're not gonna, get by the end of turn 3, that is for certain. Okay, let's... Also, it didn't destroy the, that. We're not gonna get Jen's thing, I don't think. Yeah. So if I just swap there, then I move to here, I then do a charge, then use the laptop, then do a swap again, and then Jen just gets behind cover. Hey, if it works, it works. But yes, doing this so quickly, how would you do it in 3 turns? That's a bit crazy. It's all just gonna be fucking... How do I even kill this turret? See, I can't see any obvious... See, I can't deactivate it by standing next to it. And I can move into this room, sure, but then I'm gonna get shot by that fucking thing. I think I'm just gonna have to break them. I'm just not sure how I'm supposed to do that. Nah, I'm saying. I'm just glad I can... I mean, how much damage am I actually going to do to this? Minimal amounts, really. I mean, I don't even really know how best to deal with this. Do you know what I mean? I'm just kind of like making it up as I go along. I don't know. It's fine. We'll get there. We've taken out the people who can raise the alarm. We just now need to, you know, not be lame. I feel like I'm being a bit lame. And I can't even get to the point where I can charge this and maybe do some damage, but... These air canisters, it'd be nice if I could just move them. Because at the moment, they're just going to explode. Which, don't get me wrong, is useful to recharging her movement. And there's no way she can really get into a better position. This is the frustrating part of this. Oh god. That's no good at all. I think it's just a case of I've been avoiding dealing damage to them. And that's not what you're supposed to do. It might be that these two aren't necessarily the best for dealing with these. I feel like Dahl has the capability of messing up these turrets, but I'm not quite in that position yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap Dahl to there. Move Jen to here. Nope. See, that's the thing, is when you hover over it, it does actually put an orange eye above them, and I just kind of ignore it, because I'm dumb. Holy shit! That was a good smash! That was 9 damage. I mean, I'm just going to charge again. Unfortunately, charging again isn't actually then going to get me to charge at that. But yeah, smashing that particular thing was really, really good. You just got to get the distance. Okay, let's do a swap. That free swap is really, really fucking helpful. What happens if I charge up my own barrier? I end up getting messed up, is what will actually happen. No, it's fine. I don't think there's anywhere that's good to move. There's no reinforcement doors there, no. Yeah, because if I go there, I'm just going to get shot by that fucker. I think I might just have to... If I just move Darla up... pick up the riot shield and then charge this. See what it does. It smashes it into tiny little smashy bits. That's what it does. Ah! If I move Jen to there, do a swap, and then do a charge. Oh, it'll go into the room. Oh, bye! I like it. And then we'll just do a doll charge again. Jen can just do a static blast on that thing. And then we can move again. Grab the intel, because why the hell not? And then we're in. Oh my god. That was weird. Oh well. 10 damage. We were very close to do 10 damage. I think we did 9. But yeah, you just need to get a little bit more distance. And then, boom. Okay. Right. Well, we're going to carry on with the next mission. Next episode. Because 36 minutes is a long episode. So until then, cheerio.